Hello everyone, this is Yeeflex and welcome back to another video. In this video, I went up to the Delta in mid-November and I went with my dad and my uncle and we were going for striped bass, and this trip was pretty interesting. So it was a sunny day out. It was not super cold yet, so that was quite nice. And through the day, we got quite a few bites from a lot of schoolie or smaller striped bass, which was nice because the last few San Pablo trips that I had gone on personally, I had gotten 0 bites. So it was nice to actually catch little fish that was just like catch and release, and it was just nice to feel some action while out there fishing. And we got a lot of small striped bass through the day, and my uncle actually caught a pike minnow, which was really interesting. That was one of the interesting bycatches, and we used that for bait. And one observation I noticed is that when we used our frozen sardines for bait, that the striped bass only ate the gut section out of the frozen sardines. So I was wondering, and anyone can answer this from seeing this video, do striped bass only eat the guts out of a fish? Is that their favorite part of a fish? I'm not really sure, because sometimes we throw the head on, sometimes they hit it, sometimes they don't, and sometimes we throw the tail on. They sometimes eat it, or they suck out the parts that they want, which if there's like a little bit of the guts left, they might eat, and then they'll just leave the rest on there. So not sure if that's something there, but the one catch that I got that day that was really cool was a 23-inch striped bass, which was about, I think, 4.5 pounds. It was a really good fight. I was lucky because there were other bites that day, but we missed a lot of those bites. I think there are maybe like 4 big bites that day, and this one I was able to connect on, and man, this fish pulled pretty hard. I mean, it's been a while since I've caught a fish that big. I think the last striped bass I might have caught was maybe a 18-incher last year. So to get like a 23-inch fish, like that thing was pulling all over the place. It was a really fun fight, and it's been a while since I've even caught a fish or felt the fight of a fish. So the real striper fight was just so fun, and it was like much stronger than the 18-incher I caught last time, which I think was last year when I went fishing up in the Delta. I remember that 18-incher it didn't fight till the very end, but this one, like once I hooked it, this thing was like running all over the place. I remember it was to the right of the boat where we were on, and then went all the way left and was almost about to cross some lines, but we brought the lines up. It was great that we were able to do that. It was just really surprising that I was able to hook the fish, and it was just so fun to catch. Striped bass fights are second to none, at least for me. This is my fish I grew up catching. I caught more of these than I have of trout, and trouts, they do have a good fight too, but it's nothing like a striped bass. Like the trout's not going to pull you around to the left side. These stripers, they pull you every direction, and it's such a fun fight. And it was a great fight. We got the fish. I was surprised with how big it was, because I haven't caught a fish that big in almost 10 years, I would say, maybe 6 years that I've caught a fish that big, where it's over at least 20 inches. So that was really great, because when the last fish I caught that was like really big was maybe a 25, 26-incher, but that was a long time ago. So this was the closest I've ever gotten to there. And overall, it was a really nice day. Unfortunately, we missed some really big fish bites. Like for me, I was not paying attention to one of my rods and reels, and then a striper just hammered it, but I was a little too late setting hook because I didn't notice that the fish just slammed the rod. So that was my fault, and we had a couple other big bites that we just didn't connect on. So Overall, really great day. The highlight of the day was my uncle, right place, right time, was able to get a free striped bass from someone because someone was trying to catch bigger striped bass, but I guess they gut hooked the striped bass that they caught, and it was a little bit bigger than the one I caught, but for them it was a little too small, so they ended up giving it to my uncle because he was there at the right place at the right time. So they were able to get a fish at the end of the day, so we ended up coming home with 2 fish. Unfortunately, one wasn't caught, but hey, 2 fish is better than no fish, so at least that became a couple meals for us. So overall, really great trip out there. Striped bass fishing, just one of my favorite fishing experiences so far, and it's always fun in the Delta. Just a great experience overall. Great weather before it really has cooled down. So great fishing trip, really nice striped bass, and what more can I say? Just a really successful trip. So anyways, hope you guys like this video. Not sure when the next Yeeflex Outdoors video will be, but stay tuned for whenever that happens. All right, have a good one, everyone. Peace.